Ladies and gentlemen, my name is the beautiful Alicia Fox.
Spoke to you and said this, Bob, but my name's Billy. It doesn't matter what your name is.
Loaded up with alcohol, more specifically vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke!
3 ain't enough now, I need 5. Welcome in Jim, Ryan, Matt, Tim, and intern Mark.
And after tonight, none of you in this ring will ever be the same again.
Oh my goodness, what do we do? There's a 1, there's a 2. Oh!
Wow.
Oh, wow. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to 3 Count Thursday. Live here. It is Thursday, September 5th, 2019. We are the podcast of the millennium. This week we have tons to talk about, including the Bubbly. But first, our show is brought to you by Alicia's Pillows and Things. If you're decorating your home, you want it to reflect your tastes and likes, so why not add decor that reflects your sports, movie, and TV fandom? Alicia's Pillows and Things is your hookup. They feature pillows of all sizes, stools, and more with your favorite teams and characters. Log on to our home network, ngscsports.com. Find the Alicia's Pillows and Things tab, Alicia's Pillows and Things, not and Pillows and Things, tab on the homepage and place your order. Ryan, Tim, how we doing this week, buds?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
You're okay.
I'm all right.
We've made it through the what's up, William, Devin, everybody else that's joining us. Make sure you give the video a nice little share there. We'd appreciate that.
Greetings.
Get as many people in here as possible. We'd like that very much. Yeah, we made it. It's the end of the Labor Day week.
We labored.
4-day work week for most. Eat shit.
Hey, man, all I know is it's absolutely great to be live on Facebook.com/3CountThursday right now. That's
Boy.
you, Instagram. Follow.
Now.
Catch up with it.
Do it
We
now.
already got people here. The line is filling up. The arena's getting packed.
Wait, are
Find
you
your seats.
Are you live on Instagram?
Yeah, I'm not live. I'm recording and I'm posting. Do you want me to go live?
I mean,
Instagram.
I'll do live.
you
Never
could
mind.
you could do live, I guess, the whole story thing.
The story thing.
So you're
We're gonna
telling me
tell
we could be
stories.
live on Facebook and on Instagram at the same time?
That's what we could
Wouldn't
do.
that be crazy?
That's crazy.
It's like multicam
That's crazy.
for the like.
That's a crazy cam.
It's crazy cam. Yeah, how's everybody doing? Glad everybody's here. We appreciate you supporting
I think
us.
we can do a live Patreon feed. I can show you a little behind the scenes maybe later on Patreon.
Oh, the Patreon. Well, you have to pay for that, don't you?
You sure do, Jim.
Make sure you go to patreon.com/3CountThursday. Give, consider giving us some views and some money. That'd be awesome.
Yeah?
I love it.
It only costs $2 a month
And
or
that's the
more.
cheapest
A whole
level.
month.
Right.
Or more to get our pre-show, post-show content. I think tonight's was pretty solid.
Yeah.
Real solid. Good discussion.
Yeah.
It
might float over.
There is going to be some carryover. So if you're listening to this show, you're gonna find out the afterthought of what happened on the pre-show, post-show.
And there's hair there. Look how bald I look on that.
well,
You do look
you
bald.
can't
Devin
see
didn't
it.
know you were bald, by the way, Ryan. But you can also go to 3countthursday.com. That's
So
our
bad looking.
website. Intern Mark got his first WCW of the month of September.
Hey, we're starting off September strong.
In there, we also have.
You know why, though? He's got the time on his hands now.
He does, dude. I'm actually really concerned about Intern Mark.
I invited him to the studio this week,
Has-
and I did hear back from him.
You did.
He's just walking around the streets of E-Town with the Fluffy, his magnificent puppy.
He's
His dog's not Kirby,
Kirby,
the magnificent
fluffy dog. Yes,
just walking around, just sad and
he's
broken.
He's very upset, and I can't blame him because it is a very sad time for intern Mark.
I was worried that he was gonna start drinking or something like that.
I mean, like I know you could get into the iced teas and stuff. He's usually more of a water guy,
Right.
but
wouldn't he rather get? Wouldn't he rather want to get into a little bit of the bubbly?
I mean, he'd want to get
A little bit of the bubbly.
That's right.
I don't know if he drinks, but that's what worries me.
There's fizzy drinks
Because
all
I'm
over
sure
the world.
he walks into like Hershey Park and walks up to the
Bit of
gates
the bubbly.
with
A little bit of the bubbly.
sees they're closed, and his response is,
Oh.
it's a sad time
And then
for
someone,
intern Mark.
And they're all
then
like,
someone
The maintenance guy is just sweeping up the trash from all summer
who
long.
are you?
A little bit of the bubbly.
We're just stumbling around closed Hershey Park,
Like you know the
just riding the Chocolate World ride over and over again.
like the meme that's like brain, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. Literally, that's me today going, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, and then me tonight.
A little bit of the bubbly.
You might as well you steer into the skid with this one. It's a fantastic. Chris Jericho has gifted us so many things over the course of our fandom. I mean, you got.
You disrespectful, stupid idiot.
I mean, you also got.
You just made the list,
You really got.
stupid idiot.
But then
Oh. A little bit of the bubbly.
it's right up. Like it's one of those instant greatest hits.
I love it.
It really is.
I'm done with everything Chris Jericho inside a wrestling ring. The entire story of the last, what has it been, 5 days?
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can't see.
I like one half of that group. Like a half of, not like
Which one?
the Tim part.
Oh, wow.
No, but just the name Tim.
Oh, okay.
I'm very confused.
We'll show you that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. Before we get into discussion of the last 5 days and things Jericho and other things, head over to 3countthursday.com. Check out our merchandise. Check out our
Do it, or we won't go live next week.
our collar. And we know we probably still will. Our collar and elbow brand deal. Of course, the Patreon page and much more, as well as our upcoming indie shows page. There are 5 shows this weekend on the calendar. One I forgot the list.
5?
Brett's back this week, I guess. One of them,
Bundy.
This, is it Friday or Saturday? Do you know if it's Friday or Saturday? The women's show at the Monster Factory.
Let me look it up. Skip over.
Yeah, look it up. All right, so starting tomorrow, you got Chikara earning the Lucha Merit Badge. That is at the West Hampton Middle School in Mount Holly, New Jersey, tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Then on Saturday, Chikara presents Chikarasaurus Rex. That is at the Chikara Wrestle Factory in Philadelphia at 3 p.m. Then you have CCW. Their show is called How About Some Hardcore. That is on Saturday. The Marysville Lions Club in Marysville, Pennsylvania. Doors at 5 p.m. Bell is at 6 p.m. And then WSU presents Is It Fall Yet? Which is going to feel like fall. That is on Saturday at the Coliseum in Voorhees, New Jersey. And I believe that is a 2 p.m. start on that show there.
If I can make a suggestion to anyone for any of the live wrestling,
Tim's going to make a suggestion.
go to the Wrestle Factory on Saturday for Chikarasaurus Rex.
First off, it's probably the coolest name of the weekend.
Right. It's an annual event for Chikara in the Wrestle Factory, which is a really cool building.
Yes.
Also, it's a 12-match card that starts on a Saturday at 3.
Yeah.
Which includes, but is not limited to, Mike Quackenbush versus Joey Janela. Wow. Like, go to the Wrestle Factory. There's going to be great tag team action. There's going to be great singles action. You can't miss it. Top to bottom, Chikara is always a fun time. It's a family-friendly affair. Do it. It's really good.
Crust a tip.
And it's not that bad. Like
Crust.
the drive to the Wrestle Factory, not that bad. It's
No,
not
it's
in the
really
bad.
not.
It's not in the bad part of Philly.
There are bad parts of Philly?
Oh, yeah!
It's a better answer. It's solid.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Mach.
we'll leave it at that. Just
Ladies' night.
Yes.
Out at the Monster
Is that
Factory
tomorrow?
is the 7th.
7th. So that is on Saturday.
September, the free admission.
Free admission
for the
ladies.
What?
How's it going, Marty?
Huh?
Nothing.
Okay.
Okay, now.
You want to play the song?
I don't want to play the song.
That's
I
fair.
don't want to play the song. Oh, not that song.
that one.
That song would be safe.
That
Not
one's
the song
definitely
we're thinking
safe.
about. But yeah, some great opportunities to see some independent wrestling in the area. Again, as we always say, if you don't know where there's a company near you, reach out to us. We'll do our best. We'll try and find a company for you and find some independent wrestling for you because it's huge.
And also, I know that we have a lot of independent professional wrestling types who frequent the podcast from time to time. If we're missing an event that
Yes.
you know of that's going on,
Yeah.
drop us an email, 3countthursday@gmail.com.
Correct.
Sure.
Correct.
You can
Slide into our DMs.
slide into the DMs. You can hit us up on Facebook. Let us know when your events are. We have a rolling list on
Yeah,
our website
yeah, absolutely.
that tells people where they are going to be.
I did update it this week, so
Yeah,
you know,
so
if
if
there's
you
anything
know-
I'm missing,
Wait, we don't want to forget.
Especially if you have dates in advance. If you already know,
Right?
tell us.
If you're a wrestler and you're on a show, let us know. We'll put it up there.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
friends of ours are friends of ours. Like,
Yeah.
Our friends of the podcast.
you're a part of the 3 Count Thursday family.
And,
you
like, look-
take the time to spend your hours, your minutes, your seconds here with us. You could be doing anything else in the world, including watching one of the most overrated rivalries in all of football, Packers, Bears. Oh, my
Wow.
God. The NFC North is so boring. We play the game the way it's supposed to be played. Hard-nosed defense. We work hard. We have not been playing defense in the NFL for 10 years. Why are we pushing it?
Someone's got fired.
Welcome to
Wow,
Huddle
holy
Up. Welcome to Huddle
crap.
Up. I'm your host, Tim.
Who pissed in your Cheerios?
Jeez,
NFC North is trash.
he's a guy who doesn't even have a team.
I don't have a team.
He's homeless.
So I can dump on everyone. By the way, my team for the NFL
I
season.
feel like you can't blame me because I didn't vote doesn't work here either.
I'm not.
You just said you can dump on everyone. You have
Yes.
to pick a team to dump on everybody
No,
but
I don't.
your team.
No, I can dump on everyone because I don't have a team. Because all
don't
the
think
teams,
that's how it
because
works.
all the teams are trash. Winner of the Super Bowl this year is my team for next season. Go Super Bowl winners. Yeah.
Don't hurt yourself jumping on that bandwagon.
Hey, look. I had two people, one person in this room handshake on it that was fine.
well, no,
I remember that handshake.
right, right. You get a year off to decide where you want to go. You moved out of your old house.
Wouldn't it be something if
I
the
didn't- I-
Cowboys
I feel like
won the Super Bowl this year?
Wait, so you're just automatically jumping on the Super
That
Bowl
wasn't part of the
bandwagon?
deal.
That
The
wasn't
winner-
part of the handshake, by the
winner
way.
of the Super Bowl.
That wasn't.
is who,
I didn't shake on that.
It is a 1-year contract with the winner of the Super Bowl.
Oh, dude.
After that,
You can't-
I can reassess.
that
wasn't
is-
what I shook on.
Well, too bad.
That is
You-
a bucket of poop.
The terms
Card subject to change.
the terms that I shook on were that you were taking a year off and you were joining the Raiders in Las Vegas.
I didn't say that.
I kind of remember about Las
Yeah,
Vegas.
I
talk.
said I could join the Raiders in
Ooh.
Las Vegas.
Ooh.
You know what else I could do? I could
be a
suck on
Redskins
my
fan and
big
be done
toe
with it.
right now. Yo, you want it?
he wants it.
You want the best?
We can.
Here we go.
No.
Ryan, help.
No.
I ain't helping you get that thing up there.
Push it up to my face.
I feel like if we hashtag foot fetish into this, we'll actually get more weird, sick viewers.
Yeah, I
We'll
don't
take it.
I
We'll
would
take
rather.
it, though.
I think I would rather not have viewers
Get it up there.
than have.
Get it up
than
there.
have- oh my god!
I don't have a choice. Lean into
This
this.
is one of the worst things that I have ever seen in the history of this show.
I'm sorry if anybody's listening
My
to the
face
audio
is
of
so
this.
red right now.
The reddest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Chris Jericho when he when he had the AEW title retrieved to him.
He didn't have a red face. He was still drunk.
He looked like Brother Love.
He did look like Brother Love. All right, let's 7-3 Packers right now.
So is there any concern that, like,
Go football.
he maybe isn't very healthy?
There's a reason why some people like to refer to him as the bloated corpse of.
I was going to say, I think it's not even that he's unhealthy; it's that he's an alcoholic. I think.
Okay, maybe that's it.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I'm
Living
glad
that-
I'm glad he's turned away from just hard vodka to just now drinking. He's gone from hard vodka to drinking
A little bit of the bubbly.
Thank you.
I was like, wait. I had a
You got.
We missed that one
I know.
in production.
I screwed up. Yeah, it was a production mistake. Forgive me. This is going to be an AEW heavy episode.
5.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was a real thing.
A little bit of the bubbly. Oh,
They were all celebrating a little too early. They broke open the bottle of.
Yeah, that's a thing that just happened. I'm not afraid to go there. So before we get Matt in here, let's we can.
Oh, Jason said the alert didn't go out that we started our show today.
Rip.
I don't know why it didn't happen. Sorry, Jason.
Oh,
He's checking into us now. Just a little bit like you didn't miss anything. We were just bullshitting the whole time.
yeah.
I
mean,
almost put my big toe in my mouth.
I mean, let's be honest. Isn't
Didn't
this
have to bring that one up.
isn't this show mostly just like us bullshitting?
Yep.
I mean, if we're 100% honest here,
Lately.
if we're being truly honest about it,
I
but
mean,
I think that's a good thing.
People
don't
tune
think-
in for my bad impressions and me almost putting my foot in my mouth.
Yeah, well, I don't think any. Well, I'm
Hey.
not going to say anybody, but I don't think anybody's tuning in for you trying to put your foot in your mouth.
Oh, here it is.
Seriously, is this a thing
I
that's?
can get close. I can get real close. I don't want to put my shoe in my mouth, but I can get close.
Ooh.
I can get real close.
Can you kiss your shoe?
Ooh.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I can get that up there.
Oof.
Ooh, ladies.
Wow.
Look at that.
He is single and ready to F and mingle.
As soon as I started, I was like, "Holy shit! There's more limberity there than I thought.
You're more limber than you thought. You're more limber than I would have
Look
given
at
you
that,
credit
yeah.
for.
Yeah,
Holy shit! That surprises me.
good job.
I'm not. I didn't have to like walk all off. Like I would feel like it would be tight back here.
Nah, man, you good
That's
now.
what she
Look
said.
at that. I'm gonna try to put my foot behind my head,
Ooh.
and then you have to call the ambulance,
I was gonna say, then it'll be 3CT live from
Medic.
the ER.
and then somebody would have to carry me up with 1 foot behind my up the steps. Out
Fuck
of the
that,
studio.
dude. We're calling the ambulance.
I'm
They're
throwing you
doing,
out this window like a boomerang.
Just roll them
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
folks.
Can you wait till we have like the
I'd be boomerang-esque.
Skip, pull him up.
Yeah, good God.
We need a toe.
We'd be killing the dog.
Poor thing.
Poor little guy.
Just put him on. Put the parking brake on him. He's good.
Holy old parking. It's not a parking brake, Tim. I told you that. Upstairs.
It had a button on the top. Why was it
The little red button.
the release?
Wow.
Kept calling it the red rocket. I didn't know why you did that.
Now my thumb's sticky.
Gross. I can't wait for the the PETA email.
It's like frosting.
Hey, it's worked out. Jesus, it's worked out for Jimmy's famous
It
seafood.
has.
So
They've turned right into that.
I'm not
Go
afraid. I'm
Jimmy's.
afraid to. I'm not afraid to piggyback on.
Has anybody in the comment section ever eaten at Jimmy's famous seafood?
dude.
That is so good. You've eaten there, right?
Them
We've all
wangs.
eaten there. Yeah. So good.
The only
Food's
time
delicious.
the only time I've ever eaten there was
Something to wrestle with.
huh?
That was.
There was a Zack Ryder just ate out there, so it's.
Oh yeah, they were in Baltimore.
Baltimore.
this
Chelsea
week,
was there?
right?
I don't know if Chelsea was there. I'm assuming she could have
Said
been.
he ate out there. So
Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum.
sex joke.
Uh,
Did you see he spent $5,500 on a rare Big Boss Man action figure?
Dude, you got to get him. Dude,
Yeah.
he has that type of money.
yeah, I was gonna say what.
I don't care. $5,500. That's half my car loan.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, for a toy.
Dude, the guy probably makes fuck you money.
I don't give a shit.
I'm just saying. Like if I made fuck you money, I would spend that on something ridiculously frivolous like that.
One action figure.
If that's
But
what I'm
That's
into,
his thing.
Matt.
Jim would spend stupid amounts of money on like top of the line golf clubs.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
You can use those.
that's a little different. No, like I mean,
But that's your thing. Like you're into that.
right. But
So you can
They're gonna-
justify that very quickly. I mean, I'm not comparing the
But
two.
his thing's going on a shelf, and Jim's will just go in the back of an SUV, and then on the back of a golf cart.
Right, but he pulls
And
it out
then-
occasionally.
Yeah, and
Matt,
he
is
swangs that
the
thing.
amount of money that Zack Ryder spent on that Big Boss Man figure ridiculous or justifiable based on what he makes?
I would say justifiable. Plus, it's a hobby of his to collect toys. I mean, the guy's got an extensive collection, so I don't think it's
Do you ever meet a
that
rich person
far of a reach.
No, I haven't.
with a Yeti cooler? Same fucking thing.
But I would totally get a Yeti cooler.
But I mean, here's the I think you're also
They're
looking at it
functional.
from the perspective of based on what you make now. Like if you have basically indispensable, like, do we know what's Zack Ryder's annual contract?
Let me look it up.
Can we look up his annual contract?
I don't know if the WWE contracts
More than us.
are on the same level as.
I don't think it's very.
I would say he's making.
I'll look up
solid,
the net worth of Zack Ryder.
Solid 6 figures a year. Because I think developmental dudes are like high 5s, low
like,
6s.
Yeah, 50 to 75, right? Is like average for NXT.
And it depends on how much.
This doesn't seem to be very new.
It depends on the cachet of the talent too.
Yeah,
Zack Ryder is an American professional wrestler with an estimated net worth of $500,000. That can't be right. I don't believe that's right.
Okay, so that
we estimate Ryder's net worth is another site at $9.3 million.
That makes sense.
Article Bio has him at $9 million.
Yeah, with
so
all the merch.
This was an article from 2018, and it says his salary is $400,000.
Okay.
Like, so if you're making $400,000 a year, plus he would earn any extra based on
merchandising, DVDs.
Sure.
anything.
So like, even if he just makes $400,000 in a year, like 5,000?
5,500.
That's his tag team title bonus from WrestleMania.
You know what I mean? That's really not that much money,
Bruh.
at all. It's not that much money. And like, if you're there's nothing wrong with what he spent on that figure. There truly is not.
I don't think it's the amount of money that I'm
You're just not a big Boss Man fan.
I love Boss Man. I just can't.
That was
see,
$1 Million Man.
I can't see anyone spending that much money on something so minute. Like it is. I'm not saying don't spend $5,500. Ball out. If he wanted to go out and buy like a busted used car because it was like a prop somewhere. Like if he bought a car because that car was something, or if he bought like something just functional, $5,500 for something that's just gonna sit on a wall.
Yeah, but when you're like, and even $400K a year to me is that rich. Like when you're that rich, you can do that. You can absolutely do that.
And here's what pisses me off: he has an action figure podcast. He could very easily write that action figure off.
Yeah, that's probably another reason why he bought it.
So dumb. I hate life.
Like,
fix it.
So dumb.
Fix it.
Like, so that it is what it is. All right,
that entire segment. I just heard Tim saying, "I'm not rich. This sucks."
Well, yeah.
I wish I was rich.
Yes.
I mean, I actually say that
This
almost every day. But let's look at
every morning I wake up and I'm like, I don't have enough money to stop doing what I'm doing now and do something I want to do.
Jason's questioning why he searched out the show today. Then he hashtagged "my thumb is sticky." Sorry.
Yeah,
that was a joke.
I would be concerned. I'd be concerned.
I stuck in my thumb and pulled out a plum.
Searching hashtag "my thumb is sticky."
No, he didn't search that. He searched out the show because we didn't get the push notification.
Right. But I'm saying if you're hashtagging, don't accidentally click on that hashtag.
That's a bad hashtag.
He didn't get the push notification, but you got the pull notification.
Gross.
Oh my God.
Skipped it.
Can you make the pop sound? There you go.
Oh,
that wasn't a good one.
Wasn't wet enough.
Nope.
Oh my God.
Nope. Too
Come
wet.
on.
Come on.
There
Hey.
you go. Hey, there we
Opa.
are. There we are.
You're just kidding.
Nice. Well done. All right, let's look.
All right, calm down now.
Let's travel back in time to this past Saturday night and
Year 2000.
Hello, Matthew.
and if
And 19.
Hello, Ryan.
if you want to hear our immediate reactions to the AEW All Out pay-per-view, you can head over to Tim's other podcasting source, the Final Wrestling Place. We had a little guest spot.
Yeah,
in
it was fun.
in the wee hours of Saturday night / Sunday morning.
Yeah. Thank you so much for stopping by, guys.
Yeah,
that podcast is available everywhere you can get your podcast. Usually, Apple Podcasts, Google Play,
What is it?
Spotify.
If you're here, you should already be subscribed there.
Yeah.
All right.
If you're not,
as I say before, if you're not, or you're listening to Final Wrestling Place, you need to listen to this in its completion, and then go back to the archives, listen to everything else we've done twice, and
completion.
Then, yeah, to completion. listen to completion, and then listen to everything on demand twice, go through the YouTube, and then come to Final Wrestling.
What's up, Miguel? How you doing, bud?
Gentlemen.
But those are our initial reactions. Now we're just kind of get our general thoughts on the show here, and what maybe was something we liked, something we didn't like, something could have done better, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Oh, she wants to send me a message on Instagram. I should probably chat with her, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works.
Very attractive.
Yes, super attractive. No way that's not real.
Not today, ISIS.
What was to you? What was the shining moment of All Out? We'll start there.
Okay.
Shining moment, Ryan.
The shining moment is that AEW does tag team wrestling correctly.
Okay.
Great tag team division. I think 4 of the 10 matches were tag team matches. For some reason, I'm very hot on tag team wrestling this year. A lot of my matches of the years involve tag teams, so that will be my biggest shining star.
All right, Tim.
My biggest shining star is it wasn't a tag team match. Well, the end of a tag team match. The re-debut of freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy.
Solid
Boy,
moment.
if that man didn't get made into a star that night.
Yeah, a few stars were absolutely made that night. Orange Cassidy being one of them. Matt, what would be your kind of shining moment from All Out?
When I saw it happen, I thought it was really cool just for like ties to the podcast, but then seeing like kind of the statement that came afterwards, I'm going to go with Nyla Rose being up for the AEW Women's World Championship.
Yeah, no doubt. Of course, former guest of the show here, and congratulations to her for winning the Battle Royale. I think for me, even revisiting from where we were Sunday night or Sunday morning to now, I still think my shining moment is that they got the first champion correct, because you only have one opportunity to do that correctly, and they did that. And I think that was the shiningest moment for me. Devin says his shining moment was the tag team matches. They were amazing, and that was his shining moment. Now, let's turn the
Immediately after.
let's flip it around here.
Never mind.
What was the worst? Like what is the most glaring thing that to you went, this was not good. They need to do better.
The more I chewed it over, the more it took away from the show for me all week long. You can't ignore the production errors, to the point that they're not ready for prime time, in my opinion. They're just not. I'm sure we'll talk about it more.
Sure,
I don't want to waste.
yeah.
I don't want to take too much time talking about it, because people have argued like they're a new company. They should. Now, I don't care. Like,
Yeah. Well,
we'll get to that.
Tim.
In an effort to not repeat.
No, if your worst thing is a repeater, then please repeat her.
To me, saying the production issues is the worst thing is kind of like saying the Bible is my favorite book, or Jesus is my best friend, or anything like that. Like, it is absolutely a number one. For me, other than that, I am going to say that the biggest standout in the negative sense is honestly the fact that I felt that the women of AEW didn't get the proper spotlight that they should have gotten, perhaps. Like the Double or Nothing, or the
Battle Royale.
the Casino Battle Royale was the first match on the buy-in, and then for right or for wrong, it just didn't connect with me. But the singles match between Shida and Riho was.
It didn't connect to anybody.
It didn't connect to anyone at the live watch party. It's just.
I don't think it connected with anybody in Chicago.
Like, it's tough to say, but I feel like perhaps if AEW could do a do-over on one thing that isn't counting down live on a pay-per-view, I would probably say to get a redo on the showcasing of the women's division.
Okay, Matt, what was your glaring bad?
The whole incident with Cody and his dog.
Yeah, that was real bad, real bad. For me, it's probably one of those two, like the production, or the Cody thing with Pharaoh. For me, overall, I keep going back to the production things, and we're doing the new thing with the segment where you bring a topic to the table. And Ryan, you accidentally fell into my topic, so I'm gonna bring it here now. A while. How much forgiveness should AEW get for those type of mistakes? And here's the thing: WWE is not without mistake.
Sure,
they accidentally spoiled an entire segment for Monday Night Raw on social media on Monday. So, I get that it is entirely possible to make mistakes. Mistakes are going to happen. It's a multi-hour live production of a show that has a bunch of moving parts. However, so WWE made the mistake of dropping a segment on social media that was supposed to happen on Raw. That's a bad mistake. Yeah. However, that's the only glaring mistake. I didn't see Raw or SmackDown this week, but I didn't see anybody talking about oh, this was bad, or screen fell down, or so.
Right.
There was nothing that there was so many moments during All Out that I was like, how is nobody keeping a checklist and not screwing this up? I mean, you had close-up camera shots of guys cleaning out the ring. You had a ladder right in hard cam. You had the countdown at the very end. You had, and this one still blows me away, you had backstage interviews on social media when between matches you're just showing shots of people being happy in the crowd.
Right.
Why should I have to go to, yes, I'm on social media. I'm tweeting about the show. But I shouldn't have to go to Twitter to watch a backstage interview between matches. There was so many mistakes that I'm like, they have a month and exactly 0 TV episodes or productions in that month to correct things between now and then. They have to be overly critical of themselves at this point.
Does Ted Turner still run TNT?
I don't believe so.
Okay, I wasn't
Ted
sure.
Turner still alive?
I
feel like he was. Whatever. The president of TNT.
Well, there was the AOL Time Warner deal,
right,
which sent TNT and all of Turner stuff to America Online.
Okay.
And then obviously America Online has been sold to other people. So I don't know where Time Warner...
Don't look at his age. Ted Turner's still alive.
Okay.
If you had to guess how old Ted Turner was.
87.
83.
Matt?
Dead.
He is not dead. Still alive. So, Matt, I'm going to give you a mulligan. What age is Ted Turner? He is still alive.
89.
Tim was the closest. All of you went over. He is 80 years old.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He'll be 81 on November 19th.
Okay, so he's still alive.
Still alive.
Long story short, if you're the president of TNT,
whoever's running TNT,
I don't
and
think
Turner.
you look at that pay-per-view and say, yep, these guys are primetime ready for the 9 o'clock spot on my network.
Yeah.
We all do indie work.
Sure.
Behind a commentary desk, things like that. Commentary was a huge improvement. I'm not going to knock that at all.
No, commentary much better.
Where I sit at one of the shows, we are in charge of hard cam. And it is our job to make sure things are not in front of hard cam.
Yeah.
Whether it's fans walking by or fans ducking as they go past the hard cam, somebody standing in front of we have done all of those things
somebody
to preserve
bumping a table every time
cam.
they walk by.
Don't touch our fucking table.
Right, don't touch the table.
That is what you don't do. You
right.
do not. We will stop you before you touch our table because at a little independent company, hard cam footage is like that important to us.
Sure.
I have never seen somebody put a ladder in front of hard cam and leave it there the entire match. Like, start with
it was literally the last ladder to be touched.
Every other ladder.
It was literally the last ladder to be touched.
Also, we missed like spots in entrances. We were looking down one of the tunnels. Nobody came. We panned away.
During the Casino Battle Royale, there was a countdown that was started and then stopped. 2 eliminations happened, and then wrestlers just came out.
Right. And again, it happened. Go back to Mania. It happened with Greg Hamilton. He started announcing, stopped, something weird happened,
right.
then made the announcement. It's going to happen. I get it. But this was so many. We missed, like, the Young Bucks pose on the ladder because we got it shooting up at the $1. So we got, like, his shoe and his leg. And that's all we got.
Right.
Like, the Young Bucks, you know what their pose are. They both tilt to the side. It should look cool heading down the fucking arena.
It's their company.
We don't have we missed that.
Right.
How do you miss that?
I've never not seen Stone Cold Steve Austin put his fists up in the turnbuckle.
Right.
Like I've never not seen.
There are poses that you can't miss.
Right. And,
we missed that weird Joey Janela. What the hell was he doing flipping out to nothing
onto the ground?
The moonsault, like that was weird. Nobody knew really what happened to that. We the pyro thing. I'll lump that right in with all of this, like because that has to be a huge thing that needs to be talked about. That is unacceptable.
Well, and here's one of my biggest problems too with Cody and Brandy and the Rhodes family and the dog and the pyro. First off, like. Pyro's loud if you're sitting across the arena. Dogs here much more like powerful than humans do. So you're gonna have a dog.
I feel like when you started thinking this much more powerful is not what.
That's not.
It came off fine.
They made it much better. 10 feet or whatever from where Pyro's going off, and I think they've already said that he gets kind of freaked out, like the dog gets freaked out with the big crowd.
There was 2
and
tweets
crowd noise
that Cody made about this. One he's like, well, they shouldn't have set off the mortars. So if that's the case, you blame production for not doing something properly. The second tweet he's like, Pharaoh's fine. It's just like how he reacts to a thunderstorm. So if he reacts
if
that
he's
way
scared of a thunderstorm, don't put him near a pyro.
Why would you ever think that was acceptable to do that? And it looked awful. Like how many you don't entrance, pose, stop, and then have to kneel down to comfort your dog to strangle him down the.
It's okay. The Mr. Badman scared you. The next tweet that Cody said was, "Pharaoh's okay. You can still come out and meet him at the meet and greet."
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
And here's the thing, I'm not saying they don't care about that dog. I'm not implying that.
I'm not either. That was a huge mistake.
Yeah, it's a horrible look. It is an absolutely horrible look. And here's the thing, this is kind of in my mind the thing I keep coming back to with my question of, how much forgiveness should we give them? I get, yes, they're a new company. Yes, they're still kind of learning things as they go. But number one, they have a lot of people working for them that have worked at the highest level.
Yeah.
Malenko's there. Arn is there. They have...
But at the same time, Arn, Malenko, Billy Gunn, Jerry Lynn, they're all agents. They're producers
fair.
in ring sense. They're not Kevin Dunn.
Fair.
They're not that level of person. They've got Keith Mitchell, who is great, but Keith Mitchell can't do it alone.
Sure.
But you can pop in a Pro Wrestling Guerrilla DVD and see better camera work than we got. And that's indie level. That really is.
See, now the camera work, that could possibly be attributed to something along the lines of WCW's camera woes. So WCW didn't have their own camera people. WCW was using camera people provided by Turner.
I get that.
So they don't shoot. They don't know
Jim,
how to shoot.
you can back me on this.
They don't shoot.
When
wrestling.
I say camera work, I don't mean camera work The way
cuts.
the way I'm talking like directors not directing the cameramen to be in the right spot to get the cuts
Right.
that they need to. Camera 3, I need this. Ready to cut the 2, cut the 2. Like that style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's director, that's production.
And I don't know who, because usually, at least from what I remember from seeing the other AEW stuff, usually that's Cody or one of the Bucks that's in that gorilla position for camera work.
And that's probably really hard when you're also wrestling on the card.
It's hard when you're not wrestling on the card.
Correct.
Like, you have to be hyper focused, and to be able to shift that gear. Like, I don't think Triple H does gorilla stuff when he's wrestling.
No, I don't think he is. He does it for NXT, obviously.
Yeah, but when he's booked at like WrestleMania, he might be in gorilla, but he's not calling anything.
Right.
No, because that's what Vince is there,
Vince
and other
Dunn
people are
and
there.
Vince
Right.
and Dunn
And Dunn.
and
On SmackDown, I think Michael Cole's usually there.
yeah, Michael Cole is back doing producing.
Like,
Road Dogg,
for
stuff
me,
like
like
that.
I like in
if you're wearing too many hats, take a hat off. Like,
well,
just
yeah, and
have somebody else do
and
it.
for me, I go back to this is to me the forgiveness starts and stops at the point where, like, and I get there's Cody and the Bucks, the executives, but then there's also like Cody the wrestler and Cody the performer. But on your very first pay-per-view, when you do the throne and the sledgehammer and all of that, and you're doing all of these things, and again, I'm fine with all the things that you're doing because it's a war and we're having fun and you can't counter program us and this and that.
Sure.
But when you're doing that, confidence, cockiness, hubris, fucking however you want to label it, the minute you start doing that stuff, you lose the ability to go, guys, we're new at this. You can't criticize us. We haven't been doing this for 50 plus years.
here's where I'll go, and this is where I'll leave it. That everyone is allowed a mess up. They're allowed. And you're also allowed to mess up multiple times. What you're not allowed to do is mess up the same way multiple times.
Okay.
Fair.
If you're going to mess up again, mess up differently.
That's fair.
Give me a different mess up and show me as the audience member, and show me as somebody who, you know, I look at wrestling a lot. Fans nowadays look at things more critically than they have before.
Sure.
So prove to me you've learned from your mistake. Don't make the same mistakes again, and move from that. Making a teaching experience. I would love to hear them come out and say, you know what, we went back, we watched all out. There were some places we weren't really crisp. We'll have it fixed by 10-2.
Sure.
That
Yeah.
would speak volumes to me. Like, just admit it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Right.
Right.
That's fine.
No, they shouldn't have set off mortars.
we've come a long way, but we've got a long way
We've
to
still
go.
got a long way to go, and
Yeah.
we're gonna hit the ground running, and tune in in October.
It's gonna be great.
Right, it's gonna be
Yeah.
great.
No, I like that.
Great. It's gonna be great.
Matt, did that take away at all anything for you?
Not as much as it seems to with you guys. It was noticeable, but I kind of did just brush it off as the growing pains. But you know, it's getting to the point where we're not going to be brushing that off a month or two.
Sure.
When we're seeing it weekly happen. I mean, at that point, you just if you're still having that, then you were not TV ready, and
Right.
you should have delayed it a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I hope that come, October 2 and then the morning of October 3, like I can look back at like this episode and the things we're talking about here and go, wow, they just had a bad night.
Sure.
I like that's honestly what I hope, because like I don't, contrary to what people might think about me and my 100%, 110% WWE, over fandom and shilling and all that point. I don't want AEW to fail. Like I don't. Like I want them to be successful. I have enjoyed the shows. Now I will say that each show has like Double or Nothing. It goes in order from top to bottom for me in terms of the quality of the shows. So I think that may be a little bit of concern as well.
Sure. Guys, segment 10, 9,
9, 8.
8,
Yeah,
7,
the countdown of the
6,
end. Brutal.
4, 2, 1.
A little bit of the bubbly.
Jim, we studied broadcasting. How many audible countdowns did you ever do in your career, either in high school broadcasting where we started, through college?
I mean, here's the thing.
You work in the entertainment business. How many audible countdowns do you hear?
I mean, you would, if anything, you would start with a 10. That's kind of everybody's
right.
Now it's game time, and then from there it's
right.
and especially once you hit 5, you hit 4, and then
fine. You can be animated.
Yeah, it's
because you're cutting in one. Like you are cutting.
Yeah, like and this, then you're dead. So it's that was real bad.
We were so worried about hitting that mark of Jericho turning around.
Yeah, and then I get
oh man,
I know you want that shot, but man, it came
That's
at a
fine.
cost for me.
But Jericho's looking at the effing camera.
He absolutely was.
They were probably checking to see the countdown was for how long Jericho had to stay there.
Sure.
And
you mean you couldn't go like this once he was off?
Yeah, you can do that. You can give him one of these.
Right.
And
anything.
it's stay, go.
Yeah. Or
remember in
hold.
There it is, right there.
Stretch it out.
Well, you got when you're holding a camera. Though,
if you're on a news broadcast and it goes, and it's a hard out at 6:30 and you're at 6:28 and you feel like you're seeing this from a camera.
You got to vamp. Someone's
How
doing
was
it.
your kid's first day at school?
Yeah,
Gosh.
and that's to me even worse if you're getting that from TV people that are.
Well,
producing it.
Jethro got punched in the throat today.
All right, let's keep it moving. I don't want to spend too much time just absolutely killing the production stuff and all that because there is obviously plenty more to talk about. Of course, including the AEW championship went missing this week.
I heard about that.
What?
It went stolen.
You're gonna tell me that? See, there's no way that Chris Jericho, after the event, went out to dinner with his wife to, let's say, Longhorn Steakhouse.
Stupid idiot.
And possibly had a little too much of.
A little bit of the bubbly.
And lost the AEW championship? There's no way
But that's not how it happened.
that he would have done that.
Well, no, he
took a limo to the Longhorn.
to the Longhorn.
Took a limo to the Longhorn Steakhouse of all steakhouses.
A little bit of the bubbly.
Can I say one of my favorite things about this entire breakdown is not any of the animated stuff or all the little bit of the bubblies and stuff like that.
Shit, I didn't do trivia.
It's the video.
Just popped
Or
in my
it's
head.
the pictures of the Tallahassee police
with the championship
holding the AEW championship, and I have to explain it, and then I'll tell you how it looks like they're holding
Oh,
it.
we have the Miz belt today.
They've got the title like this.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're wrangling a gator.
Yep.
Looks like a ganger. Yeah, there it is. That's a
Yep.
gator.
That's exactly how they held it.
Stupid idiots.
I'm almost embarrassed to
Stupid idiot.
to admit that when this story first came out that the alarm of didn't sound in my brain.
Really?
I'm glad we have Rihanna on retainer for that.
I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed. I want to apologize to 3CT Nation because for a little bit I bought this thing hook, line, and sinker.
Jim, you don't have to apologize because I was tweeting on Tuesday during SmackDown when all this broke. And as soon as I saw the Jericho video, I quote tweeted, "Oh, so this is a work."
Oh no!
So I got you covered.
Once the hot tub video.
the hot tub video.
Once the hot tub video came,
you mean,
in the
you mean where
bit of the
he filled the glass full of
and
champagne?
then drank from the bottle with what?
A little bit of the bubbly.
That's right.
Like
The
then I
cheap
was
salami.
and at that point I went, I'm an idiot.
Are you even a wrestling company or a wrestling podcast if you're not using a little bit of the bubbly?
No,
18
no,
to
you're
38
not. You're
times
absolutely
in your
not.
podcast tonight.
You are absolutely not. So I like I said, I'm a little bit embarrassed that I didn't figure it out from the jump. I guess question to you guys, and we'll start it off maybe with Matt this time, is like, what do we think about this? It's like the most basic question, but the day after your world title is won for the first time, this is where you go. This is what you do. Like, how do you guys feel about it? We'll go to you first, Matt.
I mean, if anything, it got people talking about it, so it certainly did its job. I don't know if I would have used that this early, just because it seems kind of cheap. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it got a lot of people talking. I believe it was trending on Twitter. Don't quote me on that, but it at least was kind of the buzz of social media for a while and led to some pretty awesome memes. So it's a win.
Tim, your thoughts on this being the first direction of the AEW title?
It made all of the faux pas go away. Nobody was talking about blowing up Pharaoh. Nobody was talking about counting him down from 10. Nobody was talking about, you know what they were talking about? They were talking about Chris Jericho looking like an idiot. A little bit of the bubbly. In his palatial estate, in his mansion, in his little bit of the bubbly. Shout out to Lou Bega for the remake of Mambo No. 5. Shout out to Limp Bizkit for the remake of Nookie. Shout out to the remake of the Brock Lesnar theme. I appreciate all you guys for getting back in the studio and running it back for your boy, because I appreciate you. Checks in the mail. That's all I got to say.
Do you guys have a favorite re-edit of the little bit of the bubbly?
It's Mambo No. 5.
Mambo No. 5. Okay. See, I was the Limp Bizkit one. I thought the Limp Bizkit.
Yeah. I gotta find that one because
I feel like the biscuit one was my favorite.
The biscuit one was probably my favorite as
Brock
well.
Brock Lesnar one was rather weak.
It was
good.
It made me chuckle.
Which one was the Brock Lesnar? Do we have the Brock Lesnar one? I think as well.
Yeah, I actually have that right here.
I don't know if I heard that one.
You didn't hear this one?
Yeah, from Super Oh My God Barbecue.
Oh, this one's solid. I like this. Yeah, I actually like this a lot. This is great. I actually like that one better than the Limp Bizkit one.
That was pretty good. There was an Adam Cole. Did you guys see that one?
I didn't see that one.
Bubbly.
Adam Cole, Bubbly.
So dumb.
It's so dumb, but it's absolutely fantastic. And once I get the message
All
to
right.
load here,
Hey, internet, it's your friend Tim, aka some people call me the king of the internet. I have a request.
People call you that. I didn't know that.
The people who know me the best call me the king of the internet. Listen.
The bubbly. The bubbly.
That's so good. So, hey,
I think the oohs are what really make that for me.
So there's a wrestling song that could possibly work with this if you really wanted to make it happen. It's Jeff Jarrett's song.
Which Jeff Jarrett song?
With my baby
Spend
tonight.
my day
With my bubbly tonight.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
That would be a long con for a great payoff, which would be absolutely fantastic.
You can just go right into the chorus.
You could.
Right at the beginning. Spend my days working hard on the. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Spend my days working hard on the.
Oh.
Yes.
I can't.
Oh.
I can't
wait to be alone with my.
A little bit of the bubbly.
Well, you got. I don't have
Bubbly
just
tonight.
bubbly.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's
With my bubbly tonight.
with my bubbly tonight.
I feel like we might be able to get a retweet if we can put that together.
Yeah, I think we could.
Show's over. We got editing to do.
Yeah, we got
folks.
editing to do. Sorry,
Get to
folks.
work.
No,
What do we pay you for?
I think I echo what you guys said, and so I'm not gonna drag it out too long. But yeah, I mean, it got people talking. It definitely wouldn't have been the first place I would have went, but hey, yeah, it got people to forget about the things that kind of went wrong on Saturday, and people are talking about the aid. Hell, Preston and Steve, WMMR in Philly were talking about Chris Jericho and the stolen AEW championship belt on their in their music news today because he's in Fozzy.
Did you see that the person who found the title got a $200 reward
for what was a
$24,000.
I'd have kept that shit.
yeah $29,250 valued championship belt.
I would have put my balls all over that title.
It's not a hotel room wall. Chill out.
They were awarded $200. Scotty asked, who's our Super Bowl prediction?
Okay, real quick. Is that $200 in like cash?
It's Longhorn Steakhouse gift
or-
vouchers.
A little bit of the bubbly.
$200 of Bubbly.
And champagne.
Cracker Barrel cash? Like what are they paying with there?
You get $200 cash
And
A little bit of the
dumplings.
bubbly.
and then some gift cards to Longhorn and Cracker
It's
Barrel.
the equivalent of $200 worth of Pharaoh being your emotional support dog.
Jesus. Real quick,
You bring the fireworks.
Super Bowl predictions for you guys. I think Huddle Up last night, I have the Bears beating the Chargers as my Super Bowl prediction. Ryan.
Yikes,
Oh, God.
man.
Or Matt or Tim, if you guys have them.
That is just awful, Jim.
That is awful.
Well, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Thanks for the vote of confidence there.
Well, all I know is that the winner of the Super Bowl is playing for the right to my heart. I'm a man without a team. The winner of the Super Bowl this year gets my fandom for the 2020-2021 season. That's right. It's 200 IQ is what you're trying to tell me.
Sure.
Yeah, big brain play right there. Personally, Chiefs out of the AFC, the chefs,
The chef.
and
Great googly moogly.
let me think here.
Michael liked your it's not a hotel room, by the way.
He gets it.
He knows what's
How
up.
about anybody else pick an NFC team that's not from the NFC East?
It's absolutely going to be from the NFC East.
The Giants.
Oh, wow. Wow. Wowie, wooey, whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm not rooting for anyone else in that division.
I'm just saying.
Washington
Wow.
and
it's gonna
Dallas
be- it's
and
gonna be
Philly
really
can all
weird.
eat my butt.
When the Philadelphia Eagles beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and you have to
Sure.
be an Eagles fan for a year.
Nick Foles doesn't play for you guys anymore.
Nick Foles doesn't need to play for us.
Well, you're going to need a quarterback once Carson Wentz is out
That's
in Week
ridiculous.
9.
Why would you say that?
Well,
Wentz took us to the dance. All Foles did was follow the steps. Carson Wentz went up to the attractive lady, asked her to dance.
and then
Nick Foles just cut in and finished the job.
Yeah,
the
he
hard
has
part was done.
4 kids.
The hard part was done.
The easy part was done.
No, getting up the nerve to ask the
Ryan,
girl to dance and getting out on the dance floor.
Nah, fam.
No, because here's the deal. Like, if you're not a good dancer,
I would weigh all of Nick Foles' games as more than all of Carson Wentz's games, and it was double. Like, it was half.
Ryan,
Especially in the playoffs.
Super Bowl was that your prediction? Eagles over Chiefs?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Matt.
I legit had the same prediction as Ryan.
Gross. You guys disgust me. Jason.
I want to give you.
Ding! I'll do the fucking ding sound effect for you, Matt.
I'm giving you a hand clap of praise for not picking your team to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Jason has the Steelers over the Falcons. Ooh, gross.
I mean, Tim, you technically picked your team to go to the Super Bowl since you're going to do the whole bandwagon thing. So
Yeah, I am.
take the
So,
pat on the back that you gave Jim and give it to yourself too.
hey, I could be an Eagles fan come the end of the year if you guys are right. I'll hate myself for a year, but I'll do
know
it.
what? I hope-
Fly, Eagles, fly.
I don't even want to hear you sing it.
Next year,
if you're-
they effing win.
If you're flying, I hope your flight gets delayed.
You know what? I hope my flight gets delayed too. I hope in the
idiot.
I hope in the year I'm the Eagles fan, the team gets kicked out of the league.
During
Kicked out of the league.
during All Out, during All Out,
Bears, Chargers.
yeah,
Of all the fucking teams that you could have picked, Bears, Chargers,
yeah.
You know, the Bears from the overrated NFC North.
and the Chargers. Phillip Rivers and his 98,000 kids.
Look,
That's who you're picking.
Phillip Rivers and his offensive line
if
family.
if there was a fan base that would understand finally magic happening and everything coming together correctly, I would feel like an Eagles fan should understand that maybe magic can happen.
Phillip Rivers uses all of his magic in the bedroom.
Yeah, it's all gone at this point.
All right, back to wrestling. At All Out, it was announced that AEW Full Gear is coming to the historic Royal Farms Arena on Saturday, November 9th.
Boy, that place is the dumps.
Historic is just a nice way to say this arena's a piece of shit.
This old wooden ship of
It sucks out loud, but we're going to say historic. Tickets go on sale tomorrow. Ticket prices start at $300 for the first 3 rows. Seat includes AEW designed commemorative collector's take-home chair. Those purchasers can take home the seat upon exit post-event. Then the normal tickets start at $125, $90, $75, $50, and $30. Again, that is on Saturday, November 9th.
You had me really scared at first because you said tickets start at 300, and I'm like, Jesus Christ!
Sorry,
for
no.
those shitty seats.
I know, I did that wrong.
You effing
Production mistakes can happen.
trying to fuck on me with these seats?
Production mistakes can happen. What you didn't know is the tickets for this show are actually going to fund a new arena in Baltimore.
I hope that's a ticket I could buy.
Here's the deal. Again, I am 100% a standing by my stance of forever that the name of a show doesn't matter if the show is good. But like, this name's goofy as fuck, by the way.
Yeah, Full Gear.
It's worse than Fastlane. I don't like the name. Again, name irrelevant if the show's good.
Also, what's missed is also during Full Gear weekend is StarCast 4.
StarCast number 4. Yeah, obviously we'll be that weekend. 2 matches have already been announced.
You don't say.
For Full Gear, like 2 months away.
Good to know that MRSA takes 8 weeks to get out of your system.
It is worse than Great Balls of Fire. Greater than, less than.
Equal to.
Equal to. I'll go equal to.
What is it called again?
Full Gear or Great Balls of Fire.
Equal to.
Yeah, I'd say equal to. Matt?
I would say on par, yeah.
Okay, all right, so they're equally as bad.
But Great Balls of Fire was a good pay-per-view. Come on, man. Make it work.
So the name, again, didn't matter. 2 matches have been announced. Moxley versus Kenny Omega.
So we're doing this again.
Which
is what Kenny Omega tweeted when the graphic went out.
Really?
He said, so we're doing this again.
Oi. And then just announced today.
Hit the sounder.
Let's, in case you missed it.
An AEW executive puts himself in the main event for his own title as the dog abuser, Cody, takes on the drunk man, the pain maker,
A little bit of the bubbly.
Chris Jericho. The captain.
Okay, so
This just in. They can't help themselves.
right, like, first off, why do you have to announce 2 matches 2 months out
Because
before your TV even starts?
WWE did it, man.
Right.
Now, if only AEW on YouTube would do like a really cool puppet skit where they feed the demon Tony Khan money that the Young Bucks have been making, actually like the pesos that they actually made and shot all over.
Man, Devin's coming out firing on me.
Firing.
I'm going to be honest. I think Eagles versus Patriots Super Bowl rematch, so the Patriots can get the win back. Jim, the Cowboys still suck. Yeah, I know my Dolphins suck. We didn't pay a fucking idiot $90 million to stay on the team. Even he might just get injured and retire. Love Devin. Me and you going to have a rivalry this year.
They didn't even pay $90 million for the whole team in Miami. Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's all right. We have arguably the best running back in football, and he's going to be there for his career.
And
so
who
That's
I'm
an
fine.
argument.
I'm fine. I'm totally fine with it.
Yeah, I played Madden 20 the other day, and first team I played with was the Dolphins to try to fix their team.
And you lost to Clemson?
Yeah, I actually lost to Clemson High School
Oh, Jesus.
in Utah.
Clemson School for the Blind.
Yeah.
Scotty, the dog abuser stuff is a reference to the pyro and Pharaoh being scared.
Yeah, they dropped a napalm bomb on the
Jesus.
Well, he said the mortars.
He did. He said mortars.
Yeah. It's like the beaches in Normandy and fucking all out.
Fucking dog didn't know any better
What? I dodged a draft for this.
because they hear much gooder than us. Something
Much
along
powerful,
those-
more.
Much more powerful.
Much
than
powerful,
us.
more.
He's speaking in dog.
Like it's not.
Has
I'm
gooder hearing.
It's not even that Cody's in the match that I think bothers me a bit about it. Like, you know, because here's the thing: Cody's a great wrestler. Like at some point, Cody's going to be in a title match, probably going to hold the championship. Omega's going to be in a title match, probably going to hold the championship at some point. The Young Bucks are going to be AEW tag champions at some point. What, the fifth? Jeez.
Yo, I'm about to cut
Devin,
I'm
calm
about
down, bro.
I'm about to
Devin's-
cut somebody's dick off.
Are you going to be
here.
out at CCW, Devin? We need you to bring the fire there.
'Cause I'm gonna bring the katana and I'm a
Got to be careful. He'll bring his big old dick and
like-
smack you in the face with
mine.
it.
Mine would be sharp.
Here's
no dick, Devin. Real quick.
Here's the
choppy pee pee. Gone.
Here's the thing that really bothers me about this. So it was the old tactic. SI breaks the story.
Yeah.
Confirmed by Tony Khan, and they are talking about the wins and losses. How Cody's undefeated in singles competition.
Okay.
Completely accurate.
That is very
okay.
accurate.
That is completely accurate. Now, this is the issue I have with the wins losses thing, and it's not even that they're getting analytical on it, but there's going to be a problem because you know what I did? I wanted to check their math. You know, they have 4 shows. You know, maybe they got something wrong. So I went to allelitewrestling.com.
Dat cam.
And I clicked on roster.
Yup.
And you know what I saw? Just wrestlers' names and just referees and just commentators. I saw no statistics.
Statistics are on their entrance placard thingy.
Right.
For
But
CG,
what if I'm not watching the show?
Then you're not fan enough. It's
No,
not
but-
important enough
No.
for you to watch
No,
the
but
show.
I did.
But after the fact.
I watched All Out.
But after that, you want to...
But I want to
all
know.
out. All
You
out.
need to just take them at their word, Jim.
Like if I'm,
Don't
you
be
know,
a smart.
if I'm a baseball fan and I want to know how many games out of first are the Baltimore Orioles,
7,000.
I can go to MLB.com and click on standings, and I can see that they're 37.5 games out of first place.
Is that the actual number?
I don't know. It's actually probably
Sounds
worse
really
than that.
close.
Oh my god.
I'm
I'm,
gonna
curious. I'll look. You keep
Okay,
talking.
you look it up. So this is the problem I have. I know that Cody is undefeated in singles competition right now,
Right.
Because there has only been 4 shows.
That's correct.
What happens like a year and a half from now when there's been weekly TV
Right.
and like they're also accounting in like tag team losses, and then there's like the exhibition match with Kenny Omega and Shima that apparently didn't count.
45 and a half.
Ooh.
Holy shite.
Ooh.
That was much
The Rays are 10 out. The Red Sox are 16 and a half out. The Blue Jays are 36 and a half out. Yeah.
And the Orioles are 42 and a half.
The Orioles are 45 and a half. They're all dead. It's actually the worst.
Yes, it's the worst.
But
They're not the worst team in baseball. I think the Detroit Tigers are worse.
But they've played less games.
It doesn't matter. They still have less wins.
Yeah, they do.
So, but it's bad. You can't slice it nicely. They stink.
I don't care. My Braves are in first place, and we're walking it out on everybody.
Yes.
I just heard somebody saying, maybe it might have been Max Kellerman, about that in baseball, like how that tanking of the seasons that we're seeing in baseball is slowly ruining the sport. And he's fearful that what we're seeing in baseball, and then it works like, and he pointed out the Astros.
Yeah.
That we're going to start seeing that in the NFL, and that's really going to be tough to and it
Oh,
could
but teams
potentially
have already done it in the NFL. I mean, look at the Colts,
like the Miami
suck for
that's what
luck
the
year.
Dolphins are doing.
Yeah, I mean they're selling off.
And what's the season this year?
What do you mean?
There's suck for luck, and now that Andrew Luck is gone, I heard there's another acronym or another
I
turn
don't know.
of phrase.
Oh, there was like 4 of them that he rattled off with people coming up. Yeah.
But I mean, regardless,
Regardless,
it
or
is what it is.
irregardless, however you want to regard it.
My issue with the Cody's wins and losses is you unless you create a section of your website that you can access and look at those stats. Because you've come out and said, we want to be analytical. We want to make wins and losses matter, and all of that stuff. And I'm fine with it if that's the direction you want to go. But those numbers can't be arbitrary.
Correct.
Like there has to be.
If they mean something, you can't work them.
Right. Exactly.
I agree.
Exactly. So now, but what happens for the 4 weeks that there's AEW on TNT?
Right.
Is
Here's
Cody
the deal.
not going to wrestle?
Is Luchasaurus undefeated?
Right.
Why wouldn't he get a chance?
Right. How many?
Right.
Why
Cody?
is it Cody's win-loss record that is the most valuable?
because
he's Cody Rhodes.
There's more than one royal family in wrestling.
Right. And that's
fair.
That's just the first words in this interesting.
but also now if because at the AEW in Philly, the first title defense is happening. We don't know the opponent. What happens if Jericho loses? Does Cody have a title shot, or does Cody have a match against Chris Jericho?
I'm a bet Cody's got a match against Jericho.
You know what I mean? So like it's I don't see the point of just announcing matches.
They got to sell them ducats, man.
They've got to sell them, and you're probably not going to get storyline based matches until at least the second pay-per-view, and they're doing quarterly pay-per-views?
Something like that, yes. I mean, this is going to be the last pay-per-view of the year, so you want to have a marquee main
Right,
event.
get that main event, and then let's get the rest of the year of matches on TV to build storyline, and then come out strong in 2020.
Fair, okay.
That's what you have to do.
Yeah.
There's no choice.
It just, to me, at some point, you have to make those stats accessible to the audience. If you're going to be the analytical wrestling company, make it happen. Any guys? Any other thoughts on Jericho and Cody?
No.
It's gonna be a great 3-star match.
Sure. Let me jump back to the. Actually, one of you guys want to bring your topic to the group? Anybody got a topic?
I forget what my topic was now. I feel like a big portion of my topic was going to be that they're not ready for prime time.
Okay.
Was my biggest topic. We've already discussed that through the lens when we were already talking. So we can go to my second topic, and it can be really quick. Is if you, and we talked about this on the pre-show, post-show, patreon.com/3CountThursday. We didn't give our answers though. If you were a professional wrestler, what would your entrance theme be?
All right. Well, we mull that for a second.
Mull over it. Think it over.
I do want to revisit, and again, in the comments, give it a like, give it a share on the live video. You can answer this question. I do want to jump back to the question of the week, though, and the people's thoughts on the AEW title being stolen. Frank says, if it's a work, it's brilliant. If it's real, AEW is like WCW version 2. So I think we've all figured out this is a work. So it is a pretty smart thing for them. Let's see. Jason said, if it's real, it's a shame that someone like Jericho would allow it to happen. If it's a work, what does it lead to? Did someone like Ambrose steal it? It seems like something.
I don't know who Ambrose is.
Right. That's what. That is exactly what I said. I said, "Who's Ambrose?" Cody says it was Vince all along. And I did have to chuckle at this. Somebody in the comments had shared our link to let me know it was found.
Oh, nice.
Like after I said it was found, he go, "It was found," and then shared our link,
Our own
and I was
link
just
to
like,
us.
"Yeah, I know."
Thanks, friend.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Before we answer this, why did this action figure of John Cena come with blue meanie dance motion?
I don't work at Mattel, so I don't know.
It's not Blue Meanie. It's AA motion.
This is the blue meanie dance.
I know what it is. I'm also letting you know it's AA motion. Attitude adjustment.
Don't overthink it, Zack Ryder. All right, so let's
It's
go.
the blue meanie dance.
But it's not.
His torso is cut at the shirt length of the blue meanie. It's the blue meanie
That's
dance.
fair.
Right, I understand. But Matt,
Maybe when we get close to Thanksgiving, I'll dress as the Blue Meanie for the show because I
Jesus.
got a Blue Meanie body and my Job Squad shirt.
You're flexible like the blue meanie.
Uh-huh.
So Ryan, the your topic was
My topic would be if you are a professional wrestler on the
Yes.
independent circuit and you don't care about copyright laws,
Which
what
is
would be-
all of you.
which is almost everybody, what would be your entrance theme? Well, we're talking about it, and maybe this is an easier thing to talk about, like whose entrance theme fits for them really good on the independent scene that you can think of. Maybe that's an easier topic while we're thinking, so there's just not a ton of dead air. If you're in the audience on the Facebook Live feed, hit us with your answer. If you were an indie wrestler, what would your wrestling entrance theme song be? We're getting into Napster territory now. We gotta cut it down real quick.
Cut it down.
Real quick.
Lars is gonna kick the window in.
I was just
This
like, is
is,
that my music I'm hearing?
This is Hardwired by Metallica.
Hardwire. Okay. That's a solid song. I can see that.
Again,
Okay.
gotta
That's
cut
a
it.
solid one.
Gotta cut it. Don't want Lars to kick us off the air. And to your question, and I'll give the answer that we were discussing off air before the show.
Can you look that one up for me?
Yes.
Do you want to write down yours so Jimmy Boy can look it up? We can play it while you say it.
Yeah.
Nice little thing there. There's probably going to be you can start like 30 seconds in, Jim.
Wow, that's a lot of instructions.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to make it good. But I think, Jim, that's a really good song. Mine would be this song from Slipknot off of the new album, Solway Firth. I think it's a brooding sound to begin with.
Sure.
And then just kicks in pretty hard here. Okay, I should have said 45 seconds. That's my
That's all
bad.
right. That's all right. We're absorbing.
We're absorbing, right?
We're taking it
That's
in.
some smoke.
Yeah,
It's a good song. Great album. Love it.
That's a good sound. I like that. You have the album?
I do have the album.
I may have to
recommend
borrow
picking
that,
it up
absorb
or
that a little
borrowing
bit.
it. But yeah, that's it's something else.
That's a solid
enjoy
one.
it.
It's a solid one. All right, we're gonna go to
Here would be
Tim's.
Tim's
So I have had this in my back pocket for forever. It is Kanye West's Power.
I know the song. I think most people probably know this.
In that 21st century, doing something mean to it, do it better than anybody you ever seen. Do it, screams from the haters, got a nice ring to it. I guess every superhero need his theme music.
This is the song. Period. Point blank. The drums, everything about this song just makes me want to do pro wrestling things.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Matt.
Man, I picture one fucking person coming to the ring when I hear that beginning of that song, and it's not anybody I want to say out loud because I don't want to upset Tim.
What?
I just don't picture you like being that energetic
That's
coming to a
fine.
ring.
That's fine. You don't know me.
I don't. I just don't see you like skipping down to
Yes.
the Power.
Yes.
Okay.
Matt, what would yours be?
Well, initially I would I would have picked Dream On, and I don't come out until the second verse. But I think for some reason, I really enjoy the song "Gangster Trippin'" by Fatboy Slim. So that would be my entrance.
At first, I thought you were going to say "Gangster's Paradise," and I'd been like, "Okay, I hear that." Did Roadkill come out to Amish Paradise?
I think he did.
Did he? Okay, was that I wasn't
Or he
sure.
did the chicken. Came out of chicken plucking.
Right. I knew that. Fatboy Slim doesn't get the recognition he deserves.
Yeah, not at all. I like it.
That's solid. I like that.
So, if we're talking about
Some comments here.
ahead, yeah.
Mike Heiser said Godsmack Bulletproof.
Oh, that's a good one.
Godsmack probably would have some bangers now that we're thinking that through. Ty says Diary of Jane by Breaking Benjamin.
Okay. All right.
That's a good jam, too. I do like Breaking Ben.
Jimin.
I'm going to play a bit of a tougher persona, or Superstar by Lupe Fiasco.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
also considered Sabotage from the Beastie Boys.
Okay.
that's a good
Solid.
I feel like you are a huge Beastie fan. I don't know why I would think that about you.
Nah, fam.
You're not? No, Tim.
Not really,
I
no.
put Tim as a Beastie fan.
Nah. But if you're talking about indies,
I'm also thinking you're like a big
Sublime fan.
Sublime fan, maybe?
Nah, no, that's not.
No.
I like them.
Long Beach Dub All Stars? No.
But
Sublime with Rome?
Sure, no. But as far as indie wrestlers go, the song that personally matches up with me is.
I think I got to change. I think I screwed up. I think I got to change mine.
You can't take a WrestleMania theme.
No, just kidding. I'm totally fucking kidding.
That's solid. I appreciate
That's
that.
a solid intermission song.
Every KPW video.
Yeah, just
ever.
everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I Stand Alone by Godsmack, somebody said.
Yeah.
I think like Godsmack most. I think. Thanks, Michael. He appreciated
So
Metallica.
Orange Cassidy's theme on the indies is Jane by Jefferson Starship.
Okay.
That song, that's some good-ish
That's
right
good
there.
stuff.
Good stuff. Good
That's
stuff.
good stuff. I love Tony Deppin's "We Built This City,"
Yes.
which is just great.
Yeah. And I can't.
And Traymon's "Separate Ways" by Journey. Like big deathmatch wrestler Matt Tremont coming
Right.
out to "Separate Ways" by Journey. Are you fucking kidding
and
me?
letting the verse play through. Like.
I'm a
Joe,
big fan of David Starr's "Do You Want to Touch" by Joan Jett.
That one is also solid.
Yeah.
Joe Gacy uses "The Day Is My Enemy" by Prodigy.
Okay. What was that one that Tate used to use?
Tate, and it was great when he had the gimmick "Losing My Religion" by it was a cover.
Lacuna Coil.
Lacuna Coil's version of "Losing My Religion," which is a really cool take on that song. Love that. I love Eddie Smooth's theme.
Eddie Smooth, like your question about, whose music fits them best, I think Eddie Smooth probably does.
This was Tate's for a while.
Yeah, this one's badass.
This is what a cover of REM.
Yes. I want to get to where it kicks in. It's solid. It's a great cover.
Russ Vitale originally told me about Lacuna Coil. Happy birthday, Russell, if you're watching.
Yes, happy birthday, Russell. I did.
Fuck you, Russ.
Lee Swaggart uses "Still Counting" by Volbeat. Are you familiar with that
I
song?
love that song. I love Volbeat.
And that is great for Lee because, well, who Lee is.
Yeah.
Counting all the assholes
in the room.
Right.
Exactly.
Nothing describes that Steven's crowd better.
If you're going to like past indie themes though, like CM Punk, his ROH theme "Misery Cancery" by AFI.
Great song.
Great song.
That was a
Great
jam.
song.
Samoa Joe using both "Mama Said Knock You Out" and "The Champ Is Here."
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Depending on if it was Champ or not. Those were great. I'm trying to think of what other indie. El Generico using "Olay" by the Bouncing Souls.
Yep.
That was good stuff
one.
too.
AJ Styles, I don't remember if it was.
He used if you're not counting the TNA theme, he used "Touched" or vast.
Because, I mean, I always enjoyed, and I don't remember which version I have here. Like, his TNA, like, I know he used this in TNA.
This is the most recent one. This is like his heel version.
I loved, like, every version of this.
Can we praise, like, 2004 or 2005 until, like, 2009 TNA themes? Because they all smack. So Christian's theme was great. Abyss's theme is still top 5. AJ's theme is top 5. Who else had really good theme? Kurt Angle's theme was hot. Chris Sabin.
So, I mean, this is good.
Was this
good
made
shit.
for TNA or was this an actual artist?
This was Dale Oliver,
Dale Oliver.
who did all of the Impact
So
music.
that is an Impact theme.
Do we
Yeah.
know who's
Wow.
doing WWE themes now?
It's not the CFO.
CFO's out.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been out apparently for a couple months.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw a tweet about that.
Yeah, they've been out for a couple months. Obviously, they parted ways with Johnston back a little whiles ago.
The CFOs are done?
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, they've apparently been done since like early in the summer, like late spring, early summer.
I mean, I feel like we can't get out of the theme conversation. I know it's not like an indie theme, but that 3-count theme was a banger.
Oh, no doubt.
Like we cannot have a conversation on 3-count Thursday and not talk about that 3-count theme. And I know everybody knows the words to it. It was a great entrance theme. We get Grado. Grado has the like a virgin
yes,
or like a prayer,
like a prayer.
Put your hands together. Sing along with 3 count. We party on forever. We like the Backstreet Boys. NSYNC too. Britney Spears is kind of cute.
I'm just gonna cut it for a second. So, stay in the realm of
yes.
3 count. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
What a great theme.
maybe the best that this
Maybe the
industry's
best ever.
has ever seen.
I don't know, man. Baron Corbin's theme slaps.
It's a solid theme.
It is good.
He's going to be the king. I can't wait.
He is going to be the king. Yeah, let's recap where we're at with the King of the Ring tournament. Of course, the semifinals are coming up this week.
So is everybody's bracket busted now?
I don't even know if I actually did I fill one. I don't even know if I actually filled one out.
Mine's busted.
Mine is probably busted.
I didn't have Gable going this far. If I did, I know that.
Mine would have been busted in the first round because I think I would have picked Kevin Owens to win just out of hope. But this past week on Raw and SmackDown, you had Samoa Joe and Ricochet. That was a draw.
That was a draw.
That was a draw. Okay.
They both pinned.
Yeah.
We didn't know. They talked to it. Then the referee says, "We'll let you know later." And just
Good
runs
shit,
out.
pal. And then Baron Corbin beat Cedric Alexander, which I heard this match was actually really, really good.
Fantastic.
Funny how Baron Corbin's gotten good.
Yeah,
right?
it's a great match.
Right?
He's always been good.
I wouldn't say always.
Yes.
Good to see he's finally getting good.
There we go. We can at least agree that he is good now. Let's at least do that. And then Elias.
After years and years of being absolute garbage, yes, he's finally good.
Elias beat Ali on SmackDown, and Chad Gable beat Andrade. So the semifinals coming up this Monday and Tuesday on Raw and SmackDown. These are the shows from MSG.
They are.
You got Samoa Joe, Ricochet, and Baron Corbin in a triple threat.
Corbin.
And you have Elias versus Chad Gable. Elias, right?
Elias.
Chad Gable.
Actually, it probably will be Gable, yeah, because if it's going to be King Corbin, and he has to beat Gable.
If it's Joe or Corbin, it's Gable. If it's Ricochet, it's Elias.
Right.
And that's how it's got to be.
I agree. Baron Corbin beating Chad Gable in the finals at Clash of Champions.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely King Corbin.
Well, you know what?
There's no way it's not.
I could get behind King Gable. I really could.
I could get behind King Gable
now that
as
we're
well.
here, I could get behind him.
Here's my big bugaboo with Baron Corbin right now. He is touching the drum set way too much. Meaning
okay.
he
All
is
right. I see
going
what-
to the paraphernalia. He's picking up the crown.
Right.
He's touching the scepter. He's hanging out in the cloak.
You put your ball sack
On my drum set. He is nutting all over the king set. And everyone else who has touched it has been eliminated. So don't touch the title until it's yours. If Baron Corbin makes the finals, I ain't gonna be mad if Lil King Gable wins the whole deal.
I think Baron's got enough heat just around the situation where he doesn't need to be the king of the ring.
No, but how?
But I
like,
don't know what it's going to do necessarily. For
I don't
Gable.
know
I mean,
what
Gable can put good matches.
I don't
on
know
for
what
sure.
King of the Ring is going to do for anybody. To
That's
be
a fair
100%
point.
honest.
Well, there's what do they say? Like King of the Ring used to be if you won the King of the Ring, you went to SummerSlam to face the champion.
There's another one coming up.
In
like,
a year.
You're not gonna put him in Hell in a Cell.
That's correct.
You're not gonna do it at Survivor Series. You're not gonna do it at TLC. It's just gonna be a throwaway match on a SmackDown or Raw.
Until they
Cool.
win the title on SmackDown or Raw.
When's the pay-per-view?
Sure.
They next Sunday, the
Nine-
16th.
Then
Oh, wow.
the opening night of Fox. That's your main event.
Oh, there you go. That'd be solid.
Possibly, if it is in fact Chad Gable.
If it is Chad Gable, yes.
Right. Or yeah.
Which makes a lot of sense. I feel like now that we're talking it out,
We had a
it's a big main event.
we had a Bayley heel turn this week.
We did. She holds a chair weird.
She does.
Oh my God, that's
She
what
chokes
you
up
took out
on
of
that
it?
shit.
She does. And, you know,
Like a
and-
t-ball player with too big of a baseball bat.
So there is actually.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Stop it. She's married to a man.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Well, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about a little
Have you
fucking
ever-
kid with a too big of a
Right,
baseball
have you
bat.
ever-
Oh, I thought you were talking
choking
about
up.
softball.
Oh
No,
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 choking up this
T-ball.
ball.
Oh, T-ball. Hey,
No,
Look, man.
a tea bag or tea. Yeah, Tim, it's not always dirt
Yeah,
with
come
me.
on, Tim.
It was an honest to goodness clean
So-
joke.
So there is actual little bit of news in regards to the Wednesday Night Wars. I don't know if you guys saw it, but WWE actually formally announced today that the 9/18 and 9/25
Yeah.
episodes of NXT are going to be split broadcast. The first hour, 8 to 9, is going to be on USA.
Yes.
9 to 10 is live on the WWE Network. But only the 9/18 and 9/25 episodes.
Yes.
Once 10/2 rolls around, it's full 2-hour Jones against AEW.
That's because the show Suits is wrapping up this month.
Suits
Shoots.
Shoots.
and ladders.
Suits. Suits.
New suit.
Yeah, Suits final 2 episodes.
Cool.
Do you watch Suits?
I don't.
Yeah,
Never
Good
have.
to know that the Suits is the new Westminster Kennel Club dog show.
Well, no, it's the final season. Never mind.
NXT. No. NXT hasn't even been on USA once. It's being preempted by Suits.
Suits.
Right. I mean, yeah. It
I mean, Suits was on USA longer than
prior to a
NXT.
last.
Yeah, but WWE's been on USA longer than Suits.
Suits.
Right. Old program.
How many people be watching Suits anyways?
Suits.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
I mean, ratings don't matter, but
Yeah, how many old people are watching Suits?
I couldn't even tell you what Suits is about.
I couldn't.
Suits.
Is it about playing hearts?
No. But speaking of ratings, the countdown to All Out
Suits.
special on TNT actually
Surprisingly
drew
good number.
390,000 viewers
Wow.
last
That's a
Friday
really
night
good number.
at 10 o'clock Eastern. So, considering I found out about it 7
the
days ago,
Yeah.
I found out about it on this show.
There was a lot of people I know that found out about it the day of flipping through channels.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean,
forgot to set my DVR.
that is a good number.
You
Like
talking about Suits still?
no. I was talking about the AEW
Copy that.
show. Let's see.
Oh, you blew it up. And
Hey,
you
what's
lost
what's
this
that episode? What's your favorite episode of Suits?
that
part.
one.
Suits.
The
Pilot.
The one on 10-2. Oh wait.
average viewers season 1 was 4.28
million.
million. Season 2 3.6. It has fallen to in last season, season 8 went down to 1.02, and there's no ratings.
More people
numbers.
watch the podcast than Suits.
Pretty much so. It went from
Wait, so that's 1.2 million. How many watched the AEW thing?
390,000.
3 times as many people watching Suits, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. But it is what it is. Suits is going away.
Good.
What is the premise? You didn't read us the premise, Jim.
It doesn't matter.
I feel like I still
Nobody
think it's about
fucking
cards.
cares. Nobody fucking cares.
Is it lawyers? I think it's lawyers.
Sure, it's lawyers. Yeah, it's lawyers.
Suits.
It literally doesn't matter.
I'm going to look it up for you.
Whatever you want Suits to be, that's what
Does
it is.
anybody watch Suits in the chat? Suits.
The only real
Matt, are you a Suits fan?
I am not. Never got into Suits.
I was gonna say. So
Is it about cards?
I had my hang up button ready to go. If you would have said yes, Matt, the call would have been dropped.
Disconnect.
I got it.
Suits.
I think it's a fashion show, right? Like about
Tim
people
Gunn
trying on
hosts
different
Suits.
Suits.
Big-time Manhattan corporate lawyer Harvey Specter and his team, which includes Donna Paulson, Louis Litt, and Alex Williams, are launched into a play for power when a new partner joins the firm. Blah, 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 blah,
Lame.
blah, blah.
Although Louis Litt, that's a solid wrestling name right there.
Boring, boring, boring.
That's a great alarm.
Boring,
uh-oh.
boring, boring, boring.
Sounds like one of those UK ambulances. Suits is about lawyers. And Jason says Suits isn't bad. Well, it's off the air, bud.
Boring.
Is it trivia time?
Only real news item I have for
Do you have a
this
topic
week.
to bring to the table?
What? Suits.
Suits.
Discuss amongst
Boring.
yourselves.
The only news item I had for the week is there's some rumor going around that the WWE, of course, will be splitting the brands once they move
Heard
to
about that.
Fox. But the draft will take place on the Friday, October 11th edition of SmackDown, and then it will carry over into the Monday, October 14th episode of Raw. I actually, if this turns out to be true, I actually like this a lot, considering the first SmackDown on Fox episode is the anniversary episode.
I hear you.
So why split brands and then have everybody from Raw show up at the anniversary show anyway?
Right.
So
right.
have all hands on deck for the
Wild
debut.
card.
Yeah, have all hands on deck for the debut. Write it off as a celebration of SmackDown, and then do the draft the following
Yeah,
week.
going to be a lot of Gaga on
Wild
that
card.
episode anyway.
Yeah, and then let the wild card die a slow and painful death.
Please.
Matt, did you have a topic that we can hit quick before we get to trivia time?
I did not. I didn't know we were doing that.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
good.
you
Next
wasn't
week.
with us last week.
Yeah, that's right. You were not with us last week, so that's okay. We'll forgive the production mistake.
Suits.
Suits. Are we doing the trivias?
I am, but instead of regular trivia music, could you look up another song for me?
I don't want us to get kicked off air.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
What song are we gonna have you look up?
I just wanted to listen to like Spanish Fly the entire time.
Okay, yeah, I think that would get us kicked off air,
I don't think it
or
would,
like
but
kicked
that's-
off like Facebook video or
Facebook.
in like Guatemala or something.
Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, it is once again time
Ooh,
for trivia.
look at that groaning.
Trivia.
Count Thursday trivia for the groaning sexy.
This is exciting.
Coming in here.
Because I forgot trivia and had to come up with something really quick.
I love it.
Today we are doing professional wrestlers' real names. I will give you their real name.
Oh.
You have to tell me
Okay.
who they are better known
so basically,
as.
Tim, get trivia questions ready for next week.
Hey, at least it's not executed in Texas or real names.
Well, that's
At least,
true.
at least, like
At least
you
I
know,
have some
at least
sort
you
of
know
fighting
everyone
chance
here
here.
is a wrestler.
These are all professional
Are
wrestlers.
they all WWE wrestlers?
They are not. Most
Okay.
of them are, though.
Cool.
Most of them are. Are you ready?
All right.
I'm ready.
Christopher Lindsay.
Jim,
Jim,
Abyss,
that is incorrect.
Pass.
That is Roderick Strong. Number 2. Are you ready?
Yes.
Trevor Mann.
Tim.
Tim.
That's Ricochet.
That is Ricochet.
Trevor.
So this
By
is
the way, Casey Cannizzaro out, retired. She's done.
yeah, back injury, right?
Really?
Yep, she gone.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't know
fine.
about that.
No,
Tim goes, yeah, that's fine.
We'll always have the Royal Rumble though.
Yep, we'll always have Paris.
This is the sounder for a correct answer. And this is a sounder for an incorrect answer.
Huh?
You're gonna freeze up on me.
There it is. Perfect.
And then to the winner goes
A little bit of the bubbly.
Tonight it will be. Question 3.
Yes.
Brian Myers.
Tim.
my life.
Kurt Hawkins.
That is Kurt Hawkins. That is correct.
I was like, wait, I know this.
Number 4. Tyson Smith. Tyson Smith.
Tyson Smith?
Come on, guys.
Tyson Smith. Is Matt ringing in on this?
Yeah, Matt, go ahead, fucking ring in on it.
Kenny Omega.
That is Kenny Omega. That is correct. Matt is in. Matt is in the game now.
Cool.
Are you ready for number 4?
I'm sure.
I did this one backwards. I have his stage name. I need you to give me his real name.
Okay.
I fucked this one up.
Sure.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Pass.
No idea.
I want to say it's Shinsuke Nakamura.
It is Shinsuke Nakamura. Tim gets that one. Yes.
I just figured I was going to say something ridiculously offensive. So
I was so ready for it.
I just figured I'd let that go.
I was ready for it. Are you ready?
Sure.
Adam Scher.
Jim. Adam Cole. Bebe?
That is incorrect.
Oh,
Tim.
I'm a fucking idiot.
Tim.
Braun Strowman.
That is Braun Strowman.
Idiot.
That is Braun Strowman.
Oh my
yes.
God, I'm so stupid.
Yes.
Right when I said it, I was like, no.
Number 8.
I'm an idiot.
Colby Lopez.
Tim.
Jim.
Seth Rollins.
That is Seth Rollins.
Go Kobe. Kobe.
Are we ready?
Sure.
Jonathan Good.
Tim. John Moxley.
That is John Moxley. There's 2 more, Jim, and we're out of the pain.
Awesome. Great.
Austin Watson.
Tim. Xavier Woods.
That is correct. That is correct. And the final one,
Sure.
because there's been a lot of this, Richard Blood Sr.
Tim. That's Ricky Steamboat.
That is Ricky Steamboat. Tim runs away, 8 correct. Matt gets
Bit of the
1.
bubbly. A little bit of the bubbly.
Jim gets nothing.
I got nothing.
Jim gets nothing.
Stankola.
My tiebreaker,
The price is wrong, bitch.
Taylor Rotunda.
Tim. That is Bray Wyatt, right?
That is not Bray
Oh,
Wyatt.
then it's his brother.
Bo Dallas.
That is Bo Dallas.
Joe Ballas.
That is Bo Dallas.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go
Ray
through
is
life, son.
Wyndham.
Dre is Wyndham
Wyndham.
Rotunda. The Fiend. So he's got a championship match coming up.
Yeah, we have time to kill,
I
right?
think we got a little bit of time.
Sure, we got a
so
little bit of
we
time.
Can talk about
Did
that.
you watch the Firefly Funhouse?
I absolutely
Absolutely
did.
did.
Okay, that was the best Firefly Funhouse they've ever done.
Wholeheartedly agree.
It was good shit.
I thought that it peaked when he fed
Vince the money.
But then when all of the Firefly gang showed up and Ramblin' Rabbit showed up in the middle with help, and then Bray just goes, no. It was so good.
Dude,
Ramblin' Rabbit is
the best.
He is not my favorite, but he is the MVP.
Yes.
He's the MVP.
Yes.
I agree with that.
Who is who is your favorite Firefly Funhouse character?
Easy answer. Don't even have to think about it. Huskus the pig boy.
Okay.
Boy, I would probably. I don't know. I'd probably have to go with. That's a good. Huskus is good.
Huskus is
Huskus
good.
is really
I
good.
like chocolate.
Devil Vince, dude. I fucking love Devil Vince.
Devil Vince
What
is
are
really.
you doing telling people you're gonna... Look what I've been making. And
It feeds Vince the
And feeds
money.
Vince the money. That
Matt,
is
who's
good
your
shit.
favorite?
I think Huskus is my favorite.
Huskus
is solid.
I love chocolate.
I enjoy chocolate as well.
Yeah. I don't know. Like,
Who's the worst?
Abby.
probably Abby.
I don't like Mercy.
Yeah, Mercy's
buzzard.
Is it just because of the ridiculous look to?
No, well, see,
Just a bird head in a box.
So Abby gave me the best GIF of all time, the disapproving just during the Muscle Man dance.
Sure.
Ramblin' Rabbit is a god.
Naturally.
Huskus is me.
Arguably the best.
Hashtag me. And then Devil Vince, obviously. So by proxy,
That's fair.
It's Mercy.
That's fair.
Okay.
Mercy got to go.
Fair. Okay. Abby's probably my least, just because Mercy started everything. Like
fair.
Mercy was the first thing that we saw, and everybody, it's like the world burns. Everybody freaked out. Everybody panicked. What is this?
We did real bad.
What is this gobbledygooker looking thing?
Yeah, right. Like what is happening? And it's turned out to be so great,
solid gold, man.
So great, everything's so good.
So good.
Who's Ryan? Matt, who's your guy's least?
Probably. Abby. I said
Abby.
Least,
Matt.
Yeah, I haven't really got into Abby at all.
I did think we could do so much more with Abby. And like the thing with Abigail, like it's all there, and they just haven't done anything to it. And maybe it's still more to come, and might change in the future.
It certainly could.
Who knows?
And again, I like that we're getting little bits, and it's a little bit of the demon, or excuse me, a little bit of the fiend, a little bit of the fun house. Like nothing's being overdone. Everything's still kind of staying subtle.
Sure.
Now you guys saw Bray tweet after the show, right?
I did not.
So
I might have. I don't
he
recall.
tweeted after the Firefly Funhouse episode aired, and it says new Firefly Funhouse ... and it's what's his name, McBride, the dude who plays the dude from Eastbound and Down.
Danny McBride.
Danny McBride doing dollar bills, y'all.
Nice.
And then there's the next tweet he does is, "Yo, Bray looks jacked. Pass it on."
I did see that. I saw that actually.
He is so jacked and ripped.
He is really
killing.
He's good.
He is, yo.
Jim, if you could do me a quick favor on your audio device that could play through here, just pull up your YouTube. This is going to be the last thing that I want to talk about tonight, since we still have a little bit of time.
Okay, the YouTube.
If you go to your YouTube right after this show and just search Shinsuke Nakamura. Just those words, Shinsuke Nakamura. I just want to give a shout out to the very first video that's going to pop up there. When Shinsuke Nakamura battles Andrew Howard.
Yes.
On SmackDown Live, and give some recognition. We had Andrew Howard on the Indies. He wrestles as Andrew Backlund.
Yes.
So we've had Andrew on the show before.
We have.
So former guest of the show appearing on SmackDown Live. Great to see him battling Shinsuke Nakamura. Have you seen the video with him? Sami Zayn narrates the entire thing for us.
I have not.
It is a very quick match.
I will.
Andrew
I will check
took some
that
real
out.
stiff shots from the King of Strong style, but great to see some local talent appearing on SmackDown. On 205 Live, we had Brandon Scott and Tyler Hastings. Also on Raw, Tyler got introduced to the Vikings.
Yo, he got that bonus. He absolutely got a bonus.
That was probably one of the best Viking experiences I've seen.
Yeah, man.
Period. The elevation that he got on that was solid.
He took that whooping so good.
He did. He really did.
Happy Leif Erikson Day, man.
Hey,
He
man,
just
good
got
stuff.
it.
Good stuff. Yeah, always good seeing people that we know, people that we recognize. People have been
let's celebrate those around us that are succeeding and doing really cool things. So awesome.
Good stuff.
Great to see
And
that.
it was really good to see my old home building, my old home venue, the Norfolk Scope, get a live SmackDown again.
Yeah.
It had been years since they had come to Norfolk. So there is all but a chance, Hershey, they could possibly come back.
All but a chance.
Like, if they're going to run the Scope They could
That's fair.
possibly
I mean,
run.
it's on the level.
Yeah.
It's definitely on the level.
So
without a doubt.
Yeah, so I've seen so much good wrestling at the Scope. The first time I ever saw The Undertaker live was a Valentine's Day episode of SmackDown, which I cried like a baby when The Undertaker came out because
Like a little bitch?
like a little baby back.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
I loved it. So big ups to WWE going to these older buildings that used to get some love, but now
need some love.
Need some love.
Old chicks need love too.
Yes, they do. If nobody has anything,
Send it home early tonight.
Send it home early. Look at that. We've gone over a few times, so it's
we'll
about
get you back.
balance.
We'll get you back. You can watch the end of the football game.
There you go. Matt, let people know who the Woman of the Week is. I think we have a website exclusive interview that dropped this week, so tell people about that and where they can follow you on Twitter. And no anger at Doug Flutie this week, but it's going to be coming in hot next week.
Flutie Flakes
coming. Yep. Hurricane Doug is on its way. So Woman of the Week this week is Riley Jade, Canadian wrestler. Make sure you check out her Instagram page, Riley_Jade_wrestling. We did record an interview this week. It was with Amanda Rodriguez, who you might recognize from Shine, Queens of Combat, WSU, wrestles all over. Will be coming to Rogue Women Warriors the rest of the year. I believe she's booked the last 4 shows. So if you are in the Stevens area, come out and meet ACR. You can follow me on Twitter at 3CT, the letter A, Philly as in Philadelphia, and the number 8. And there will be a big Icons of Wrestling announcement coming in the next couple of days.
Yes, there will.
Thursday will be there with a guest, so stay tuned.
Yeah, this one's pretty exciting. This one is very, very exciting. So, Matt, we will good work. I'll say that. Good work on that one. And we will talk to you next week.
Yep. Have a good week, guys.
We'll see you, Matt. Take care.
All right, see you, Matt. I just want to wish the gentlemen over at the New Age Insiders best wishes. They Bill Neville, producer, you hear his voice on the beginning of our show every single week. He's moving to Florida. Him and his I think fiance have a pretty cool job opportunity and stuff. So they're going to be moving down there. And the NAI guys, definitely you want to listen to like the last half of last night's episode because they go into great detail about the reasons why that next week's NAI episode is going to be the last one, at least for the foreseeable future.
Wow.
It's those guys we have been friends in podcasting with for a while. I have the utmost respect for all of them, and I just want to wish them the best. I know I will be listening next week. I don't think people, we come here every week. We occasionally take a week off. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of work to it. There's a lot of, it's you constantly have to be putting things out there, and there's definitely been weeks where it's been like I could just take the week off.
Right.
I could
just not into watching wrestling.
Not
this week.
podcast this week. I could just. You know what? It's Thursday. I'm tired. We could just not do it.
Right. We all work our real jobs, and
yeah.
This is additional 2 hours of work at least on a Thursday night. Plus
Sure.
Topics and discussion points and social media. There is a lot of work to it. I mean, I get it, and especially moving, I get it.
Yeah.
It would be very bittersweet. Like, it probably wouldn't be sweet at all. It would be very bitter. Like, it would suck to have to stop. I don't know what I would do on a Thursday night. Probably just sleep in. Sleep. I don't know.
Go to bed.
Go to bed.
Watch football.
Right, and go to bed.
And every podcast, like every New Age New Age Insider to a Bill Neville, 3 Count Thursday. I mean, it's not very often we do this. Our captain, Big Jim.
Absolutely.
It's fun for me and Matt and Ryan to come here for 2 hours and just shoot the shit and talk wrestling. Big Jim works tirelessly.
He does.
Putting the shows together, doing these sound clips. putting it up on the podcast or putting it up on the feed, maintaining the website.
A little bit of the bubbly.
Big ups to Big Jim for being the Hustleman 5000
Absolutely.
for this podcast, for Huddle Up. Doesn't go unnoticed. Thank you, Capitan.
I'd give you more of a Hustle Man 3500.
yeah, it's
a speed thing there.
Yeah, Devin again pointing out CCW Marysville on Saturday night. So independent wrestling's out there, but yeah, I want to give those guys over to NAI because they absolutely kick ass, and I want to wish them the best. But yeah, it's a grind. Like I mean, for example, like tonight, the one of the guys at work, one of our road guys that is probably my best friend at work. He's home really for the first time in the entire summer. And like everybody was going out to watch a football game tonight, and they're like, "Come on, come out!" And I'm like, "Sorry, I got the thing,"
Right.
And it would have been very easy to be like, you know what, like,
right.
We did the final wrestling place. We could have just posted that audio up there as a redrop and been like, you know what, we can take the week off.
Right.
But the bottom line is, it's work, but we have fun with the whole, I go to war with people on Twitter and go back and forth. But the bottom line, like the bottom line for me is, like, I do love it.
This is the work we want to do.
I absolutely love it. Like, I love interacting with people. I love disagreeing with people. I love defending WWE against people at times because what would all of this be if we just sat back and did nothing? Like, if we just came here on a Thursday night and just talked about wrestling, or we just talked about wrestling with each other. I mean, that's what we did for years anyway, but we like the interaction with the people.
Yes.
We love seeing your comments. We love seeing your interaction, and it's honestly a blast. Like those weeks, the thing I have found is the weeks where I've been like, dude, like, I'm just worn out. I could just not do the show this week. I find sometimes that those are the most rewarding episodes I do.
I agree.
Because it kind of shifts the mind. Because after this, I go to bed, I wake up, I have one day of work, and then I have the weekend. Like, this is almost the kickoff to my weekend each and every week, and it's talking wrestling with my buds. So again, the whole point of it, if you don't know who the New Age Insiders are, check them out. Go check out a couple of the episodes, especially listen to last night's. It was a very emotional one, and I know, like I said, I'm going to be listening this coming Wednesday when it is their final episode, at least for the foreseeable future. Definitely a well-deserved break for those guys. Devin and everybody who follows along and listens to this episode, we appreciate you very, very much. Packers won 10-3.
What a barn burner.
What a awful game.
Yikes.
And I said this on Huddle Up last night. I said, for week one especially, take the unders. If you're a bettor, take the unders. Especially this year, I noticed so many teams not having their starters play like at all in the preseason. This is the first time they're seeing the field. This weekend's going to be some ugly football, people. Bet the unders. If you're a betting person, almost always bet the under. But
there you have it.
Tim, where can people follow you on the social medias?
Not the Tool Man across everything. If it's social media or if it's something, it's Not the Tool Man. Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Twitch.tv/Not the Tool Man. We do streams every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm playing a lot of classic World of Warcraft. So, yeah. So if you want to see me struggle for 6 hours with some buds, come hang out. Also, Excellence Professional. I'm a week early. Excellence Professional Wrestling Storm Area 51 next Saturday. It's going to be big. We're blowing the budget. We're bringing back a lot of people. It's our last night in Sellersville. You got to come out. Let us close the building out strong. Thank you.
No doubt, no doubt. Ryan, where can the people do some following things with you?
Yeah, I might tweet about football now occasionally.
Maybe.
It's RYN Eagle. I'm just not very active enough.
You're not very sexually active on Twitter.
That's true. I've dried up.
Oh, Jesus.
I need Twitter Blue Chew.
Follow him At RYN Eagle, I am at Big Jim Sports, but the thing you really need to do is at 3 Count Thursday, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, whenever we do that sometimes is I3 Count Thursday. Our webpage, our homepage, where you can find every single thing relating to us is 3countthursday.com. Everything is always the number 3, never the word 3. You can find our Patreon, patreon.com/3 Count Thursday. You have the What a Maneuver merchandise. You have the Collar and Elbow brand deal, our YouTube page, our subscribe links, and much more. Our home network is NGSC Sports. The sponsor of this show and NGSC Sports is Alicia's Pillows and Things. That's going to do it for us. Until next week, stay safe, stay smart, and go for the pin.